Hello students, welcome to Programming with C and C++ Programming Language online classes. Today our topic is types of programming languages. So how many types of programming languages in C language? So before developing C language, types of programming, before developing C language, there are three types of programming languages. Nothing but classified, these all are classified into three types. So after that, high level programming language introduced. High level is nothing but a C programming language. Understand? Now we can understand each and everything step by step in this session. Okay. Now we can start our session. Yeah. Now I am starting this session. So types of programming languages. Here, now I am increasing the zoom. Then only it is properly visible for you. So what is programming language? Explain types of programming languages. Programming languages is the medium of communication between a person and a computer system. A person and a computer system. For example, if you want to talk with a person to person, then compulsory any one language must and should be required. For example, now I want to speak with you in either English language or any Telugu language or Hindi we have to use, because of whatever the intention I have, that my intention I want to convey with by using any one language. Nothing but you all, if you know the Telugu, then I will convey in the Telugu language. What is the intention I have? I want whatever the information I want to tell with you, then compulsory. For example, if you know the Telugu language, I would like to tell within the Telugu. Otherwise, one common language we are using now, nothing but that is English language. Simply I can explain in the English only. I can convey that information into English only. So here, like that, a person to person communication, one language must and should be required. Nothing but here also, if you want to, a person want to talk with a computer system, similar way, a person to person, one language required. A person to computer, here also one language must and should be required. Nothing but a programming language, because of computer can understand only programming languages. So first the computer system can understand only machine level language, nothing but a binary language it can understand. Binary language contain what are the codes we have? Nothing but zeros and ones it can understand. Whatever the instruction we have to pass to the computer, compulsory machine level language must and should be required. So by reading of machine language, by understanding of machine level language, it is very critical process, because of we haven't any chance to understand about that code instructions. Machine level language is nothing but internally contain what? Zeros and ones internally contain. But by reading that instructions, by reading that zeros and ones, we can't understand the proper instruction to the, we can't send the proper instructions to the system, because of we don't know that awareness, we don't know about that programming language awareness. And it is also learning process is also very critical, and also understanding process is also very critical. And if you want to modify any programming code, so that is also very critical process. So it is the set of some instructions written in specific style to instruct the computer to do some specific task. Here all of you carefully observe. Now I given one programming language definition here. Programming language is the medium of communication between a person and a computer system. Programming language is a medium of communication to the communication between person to computer system. It is the set of some instructions. It is the set of some instructions written in a specific style. To instruct the computer. If I want to instruct the computer, compulsory by using any one programming language, I need to write the instructions for the computer. So that is programming language style. So here, types of programming languages. First we have to see the types of programming languages. There are basically three types of computer programming languages. There are basically three types of programming languages. They are low-level programming languages, and also high-level programming languages, and also middle-level programming languages. Three types of programming language we have. Before we are using C language, these many languages awareness we have to know first. Before we have to use, before we are using C language or high level programming languages, compulsory the difference we have to know. So what is the low level programming language, what is the high level programming languages, and what is the middle level programming language? So these terminology first we have to understand, and after that we need to understand the functionality of these many languages, how these are working. So first we have to understand about the low level programming languages. Low level languages are called machine dependent programming languages. Low level languages are nothing but a machine dependent programming languages. These languages are again classified into two types. They are binary or machine language. Binary level language and assembly level language. Here binary language is also called machine level languages. Machine level languages. Nothing but first I would like to draw the one diagram for your understanding purpose. Here this is person. Sorry, this is person. Nothing but now I am copying same person to one more person, pasting here. So all of you carefully observe this diagram. Here these two persons want to talk from one to each other. So for that, here some specific language they need to use. Nothing but Telugu, nothing but Telugu or English or Hindi or any specific language. So etc. Any one language they can use. Then only whatever the information a person 1 want to communicate with person 2. A person 1 want to communicate with person 2. Person 1. Person 2. Person 1 want to communicate with person 2. So for that, here in between this, they used one communication, nothing but Telugu, English, Hindi. So any one language they have used it. But if the person want to convey the information in Telugu, compulsory person 1 is also having that about the knowledge in Telugu, and also person 2 also having the knowledge in Telugu. Because of if person 1 want to communicate that information to person 2, so person 2 he need to understand na. So for that compulsory, so whatever the whatever the language the person 1 used, that person 2 is also they have to know about that. Because of the information, then only they can person 2 they can understand. He can understand only that information. Otherwise, if person 2 don't know that language, then person 2 does not understand at any cost. So compulsory these two persons understand any one language. So then only that information will convey very easily. Understand? So a person to person communication, these many languages we can use. But a person to But a person to computer, sorry, the diagram gone here, that's why again I am drawing person drawing. A person to computer, right? Here a person to here computer. Just I simply drawing one box here. You just assume it is also a computer. It is also computer. Just you can assume for your understanding purpose. Computer. Here person. A person want to talk with computer. For that, here any one programming language must and should be required. Any one programming language must and should be required. So here computer can understand only machine level language. Because of computer, what are the parts we have? Hardware parts. Hardware parts are nothing but keyboard, mouse, hard disk, and motherboard, monitor, everything. Okay na? Each and every part called as a hardware. So the hardware parts can understand only zeros and ones. So computer can understand only zeros and ones. So nothing but this zeros and ones language is called binary language. Because of these two are binary numbers, computer can understand only whatever the instructions we have passed, zeros and ones, 0 and 1s only. Understand? Like this language internally that can use it. Whatever the instruction we have to pass, that instruction internally converted to like this only. Understand? Converted to like this only. Because of this is binary language. Computer can understand only binary level language. Binary level language. So binary level language is also called machine level language. Machine level language. So because of this is a machine na, so machine can understand only machine related language. So by learning of this machine level language, a person, a developer, a programmer, if the programmer want to learn this programming language is very critical, because of the machine level language is zeros and ones. So that's why it is learning also very critical, and it is also, even if the person learn that programming language, they can understanding and they can modification of sometimes that if they want to modify some instructions, so that many processes are very critical to understand and critical to learn, critical to modify. So everything is critical with that programming language. What programming language? Machine programming language. Machine level language, if you want to learn, it is very critical process. Even if you learn, if you want to modify with that programming language, it is also very critical process. Very critical process. So now we have to see the binary machine language. Binary level language is first generation language. Binary level language is first generation language. So binary level language contains zeros and ones, so that the computer can understand these signals directly. Because of, all of you carefully observe, this is machine dependent language na, zeros and ones. If you want to send these instructions, so computer can understand directly. Because of computer language is what? Zeros and ones language, nothing but a machine level language. So if you want to send any instruction in the form of machine instructions, then the computer can understand directly. Because of that is related language to computer. And so binary level language does not require any interpreter. So all of you carefully observe, what is interpreter here? Zeros and ones language don't know by the person, but computer can understand only zeros and ones. So for that, programming language introduced. In between this middle, programming language introduced. So here any one programming language we have to use it, nothing but assembly language or high level languages, or middle level languages we have to use. Okay na, because of person don't know the machine level languages, so person know only assembly level languages, high level languages or middle level languages. So these languages internally contain what? So if you use these many programming languages, so first person noun. So person want to talk with computer, so person don't know the zeros and ones, I mean nothing but machine level languages person don't know, and binary level languages also don't know. So he want to talk with a computer, but computer can understand only zeros and ones. Computer can understand only zeros and ones. But person don't know that language na. Person don't know that language. For that, in between one programming language they have used it. One programming language they have used it. Programming language they have used it. So programming language, if a person want to instruct with the programming language, so programming language it can convert and transfer to that instructions to the computer. How it will convert? Programming language, if the person developed one program, to give the instruction to the computer, if the person developed one program, in the form of instructions, person want to talk with computer, for that instructions developed with a program only. Developed with the program, and that program transferred to the programming languages. So programming language internally contain what? Interpreter. Internally contain one interpreter called one technology. Internally the programming language contain nothing but interpreter. So the interpreter functionality is what? It is converting into high level language to machine level language, So then only the computer can understand. Converter, this is converter. It is converting into machine level high level language to machine level language. So that's why it is called a converter. So then only computer can understand. So by using any one programming language, user transfer the instructions to the computer. So programming language functionality is what? Whatever the instruction they have passed like a program. By using program, a person transfer a person first design it to the program with the instructions. Whatever the instructions user want to tell with the computer, that instructions they have formed by using any one programming language, high level programming language, he can develop one program. After that, that program need to compile na. So for example, if it is a C program, first we need to write that code. After that, we need to save that file. After that we need to compile by using F9 command. Am I correct or not? In that F9 command, I mean when you press the F9 command in the developer C++ window, the developer C++ internally contain what? Interpreter. It can transfer to the interpreter. That file can transfer to the interpreter. So that interpreter functionality is what? So actually whatever the instructions they have used in the English format, by using some C type syntaxes, they can form it. So that instructions it can take receiving by the interpreter. First receiving by the interpreter, after receiving of that one, it is again converting into the machine level code. So that is the process done by the interpreter. After giving that instructions to the computer can understand everything, because of computer can receive by the interpreter code, converted code, nothing but zeros and ones code. So directly computer can understand. So after that, after understanding that code, again it can retransfer to the interpreter. Now I want to execute some program. I want to get some output. So that instructions, first user transfer to the programming language. By using any one programming language, they can develop one program. After that, they need to compile. In the compilation time, the internally interpreter, it is converting into programming language to machine level language. High level, nothing but a high level programming language to machine level language. So after reading of the computer, again it is reacting. Again on some output it will produce. That output is also will transfer to the interpreter in the form of machine level programming language. And this is sending process. First it is sending process. This complete process is sending process. But after sending, after understanding the computer, it is also sending some instructions to the interpreter. Again reverse process it is done by the program. So in the form of by machine code, it is sending to the interpreter. After that, again the interpreter will again convert into the machine level language to human readable language. Understand? So this entire process will done by the programming languages. So now we have to see the assembly level language. So binary level language, first we have to understand the binary level language. Binary level language is first generation language, nothing but first programming language. So the binary level language contains only zeros and ones. So the computer can understand these signals directly. So binary level language does not require any interpreter, because of if you want to talk with binary level language, so if you want to send any instructions to the computer, now I am sending the instructions to the computer. Now I am sending the instructions to the computer. So directly, if I directly send to the computer, instructions to the computer, a person want to send direct instructions to the computer in the form of zeros and ones, because of hardware can understand zeros and ones. Instructions in the form of zeros and ones. So computer directly can understand. So here no need to use any converter, because of here person is also sending instructions in the form of zeros and ones. Computer directly these signals that can understand. So no need interpreter here. Here interpreter not required to convert high level language to low level language. If the person sent in the form of English words, then the high level language interpreter must and should be required, because of computer does not understand about this programming language. So if you want to convert, if you send these instructions in the form of zeros and ones, directly computer can understand. Here not required to any interpreter. Next we have to see the assembly level language. Assembly level language is the second generation language. This language is completely command based, like it contains add means addition, sub means subtraction. So these type of commands internally that programming language use it. Why assembly language required here? Because of in the first level programming language contains zeros and ones. User learning that zeros and ones, user learning that machine level programming language is very critical. So that's why, so between computer and person, one programming language must and should be required. They feel in that time, they felt. So that's why assembly language introduced it. Assembly level language internally contains what? Some commands. It is a command based programming language. So if you want to add two numbers, add command, they can use it. Add command, they could be used in that time. And add means addition, sub means subtraction, multiplication means mul means multiplication. Like that commands they use it. So instead of using directly binary language, assembly language is very understandable programming language. Because of it is the second generation language. To avoid the confusion by using binary programming language, assembly language is very useful. But assembly level language internally contains interpreter. This is first generation. First generation programming language. Here binary programming language. Binary language is the first generation programming language. First generation programming language. But in the second generation, so if user want to talk with computer, binary programming language is very useful. But while learning binary programming language, it is very critical by the user. So that's why second generation programming language introduced it. Programming language introduced it. It is learning very easy because of it is command based language. So a person and also computer, here assembly language use it. Assembly language. In between computer and person, one assembly language introduced it. Assembly language introduced it. Internally assembly language contain what? Interpreter. Interpreter functionality is what? It is converting to the commands to machine level language. and machine level language to interpreter, command based language. So for that, assembly level language is introduced. Next, high level languages. These are the machine independent programming language. Actually, assembly language is completely related to command based programming language. If you want to convey any information, compulsory we have to use the commands. Nothing but for the addition operation purpose, add command we can use. For the subtraction purpose, sub command we can use. Like that. So assembly language completely related to command based programming language. After that, high level programming language introduced. These are the machine independent programming languages which are easy to write, read, edit and understand. High level programming languages have some special keywords, functions and class libraries. By using them, we can easily build a program for the computer. Computer does not understand the program of high level programming languages because of the computer understand only machine code. So that the high level programming languages use an interpreter internally to convert high level program to machine understand binary code. So nowadays every high level programming languages are providing compiler along with interpreters. Examples of C, Java, Python and .NET. So now we have to see about the high level programming languages. High level programming languages are nothing but it looks like a English words, completely English words. High level programming languages. Because of assembly level language is nothing but fully command based programming language. High level language is nothing but we can use simply some English words. It is learning and it is understanding, it is editing the program and while updating the program, modifying the program, everything is very easy by using high level programming languages. But carefully observe. If a person want to talk with computer by using any high level languages, so all of you carefully observe. If person want to talk with computer, here using the person using what high level programming languages. High level programming languages are nothing but these are high level programming languages. So internally they can use what? High level languages are nothing but C, C++, Java, C++, Java, PHP, like that. These many programming languages we are using in the high level programming languages. And also .NET is also one of the programming language. So these programming languages internally what they have? Compiler. What they have? Compiler. Call it compiler. So if you want to write any code by using these programming languages, after that we need to compile. Here all of you carefully observe. Developer C++ window I am opening. Here I am writing a simple code for you. Hash include stdio.h. Now I am giving the instructions for the computer. I want to execute this program and after that I want to get some output. What output I want? Hello world. So for that main function I am using opening bracket and closing bracket. These are the programming language instructions. Actually, what is a program? A set of instructions are called a program. Now my requirement is after execution of this program I want to get some output. So what output I want to get? Some message I want to print. So for that printf function I'm using. So hello world is my message. So as a output I want to print this one, hello world message I want to print as a output. So semicolon must and should be required. So these are the instructions I am passing in the form of a program. So for that I am saving this one. So on the desktop I am saving hello is my file name. .c is extension. Save as type is all files. Now I am saving on the desktop. So yeah, actually this file is available. Again I am replacing with that one. So that's why I am saving this one. So this file has saved. Now I want to compile this one. Why I need to compile this program? So compiler. Now I am coming to diagram. Carefully observe. So first I have to develop one program, nothing but hello world program. By using C programming language. Hello.c is the file name. Hello.c is the file name. Wait. So this is my file, my C file. Now I want to compile. So for that this file I want to transfer to the compiler. I want to transfer to the compiler here. This is called compiler because of each and every programming language internally contains one compiler. So nowadays without compiler, no one programming language. There is no programming language without any compiler. So now I am passing to this instructions, execution code of instruction. Now I am passing to the compiler. Understand? Carefully observe here what it is happened, what the process is going on. So now I want to compile this file to the, so that's why this file I am giving to the compiler. So compiler functionality is what? Here actually this complete programming language does not understand by the computer. Computer only understand zeros and ones, nothing but a binary level language it can understand directly, because of the hardware will interact with only binary level language. Here binary level language is also called machine level language. So computer means it is also one of the machine, so that can understand only machine language. So here my code is available in the form of English letters. Programming language syntaxes I have used it. It is learning very easy process. But this, after developing this code, I don't want to transfer directly to the computer. So that's why I need to compile. Here compiler functionality is what? It is converting to the machine level programming, it is converting to the high level programming language to machine level programming language. So after compilation successful, then again it is giving to the machine. So machine easily that can understand because of it is converted to the programming language. It is converted to the machine understandable code. It is converted to the machine understandable code. So simply they can understand. After understanding that code, immediately we are here. What is our requirement? That requirement is also we need to expect from the computer. Here my requirement is what? Compilation. Now compilation is successful. Wait. F9 I am pressing. Go to execute menu and choose the compile option. Here compilation is successful because of in the error window it is showing 0 errors and 0 warnings. Nothing but that means the compilation is successful. So now I am executing. While clicking on while clicking the run command here in the execute menu, it is printing the output. So this output I want to expect from the computer here. So for that, after reading this, sending the file instruction, after reading that, again immediately it is retransferred to the output na, so that retransfer output again it is giving to the compiler. Again the compiler functionality is what? Machine readable language to high level language. Because of machine readable language we don't understand, so for our convenience purpose again it is converting into machine level language to high level language. So then only that output we are understanding, that output we are seeing to in the form of English. Again that process is giving. So this entire process is completely done by the compiler only. Understand? So when this process is going on internally, so like that high level programming language will work. And middle level programming languages we have to see right now. The programming languages which have features low level as well as high level. So C programming language contains nothing but low level programming language contains only machine level instructions as well as command based instructions. But high level programming language only that program language related syntaxes and also one interpreter. But middle level programming language functionality is what? Whatever the features we have in the low level programming languages as well as high level programming languages, all those things having that features integrated into a single programming languages. Those programming languages are called middle level programming languages. So for example, C and C++ programming languages are also low level programming languages, because of it contains the features of low level and high level. Understand? So that is the types of programming languages. How the programming language internally will work. Now we have seen. Thank you. And today types of programming language concept is over, and in the tomorrow session I will explain with the new hot topic. Okay, and today I am going to ending this session.